In round 1, we have the choice. We'll keep this. This is a hand where Right Into Being actually looks really nice, but we have a couple morph guys too, so despite the fact we don't have a white mana, this hand seems like it's one that can function pretty well. I mean, we draw another island, we still get to play Right Into Being. We draw a white mana, we're okay. So any of our lands at this point, including the Tranquil Cove, which enters tapped, I will be satisfied with. Okay. Did end up with the land I least wanted to end up with, but despite that, I still think, still happy with the deck's decision to give me a land. No plays yet. Interesting. Okay, so I think we actually want to go... I was going to say morph Kieran, but the problem with morphing Kieran is... I may actually want to do Right Into Being, because that like guarantees I can draw, not guarantees, but ups my chances of drawing a land next turn, which I definitely want to do. I want to keep land draws going. I think we go for Right Into Being. It's not the most aggressive. The most aggressive would be Sandstep Outcast, but this feels like a pretty good time to make our card quality a little bit better. Okay, 2 lands. So let's make the island the creature, and we'll put this on top. So we were going to draw lands anyway, but this just made it so we for sure were... Surak's pretty good. I guess the plan is swing with Palace Familiar. Sky Captain here seems correct. That way I can double block Surak if he attacks. If he has a combat trick, I still get to bolster. Or I can just attempt to race at this point, but if I do that... Let's see if he attacks here. I mean, it's a pretty profitable attack for us if he attacks here. I don't think he will, because he'll be able to get this on next turn. That's a surprising attack, definitely. I mean, I'm happy about it, but it's a surprising attack nonetheless. So we get some bolster happening here. Take care of Surak. I think if I were him, I wouldn't have attacked, or just attacked with the Airings. Scholar's not bad here. Outcast isn't bad. I want to draw some more cards, so let's play the Scholar. This way, if he gets Formidable and still manages to have enough mana to block, if he goes like... I don't even think that's possible, actually, but I just don't mind having Youthful Scholar here. Just seems like something that I really don't care about dying at the moment. Alright, I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to crack back with Scholar. We're kind of ahead on the race at the moment, so I think it's better for us. And I don't make any pre-combat plays. If he doesn't block... Okay, he did block, so we're going to get to draw some cards. Hopefully hit a land here. Hit a couple lands. Alright, so we've got some choices here. I think we actually go Kieran. And next turn I can go Scale Guard. And this guy gets real beefy. Alright. It's going to cause some issues. No point in flipping it. It can't win in a fight anyway. So, I don't think I'm dead next turn, though, right? It gets 2 counters. So that's going to take it to... So my opponent can deal 9 to me next turn. I think we go for this Scale Guard play. Because that puts my opponent on a 2-turn clock with the Tactician follow-up. My only other option I can think of is like trying to put some board clutter down. Or play Shield Hide Dragon, like maybe Morph Dragon plus Outcast. And that way if I draw a land I can crack back. But I kind of want to get in this turn. And playing the Scale Guard doesn't let me block the Airings, but if he smashes with both, I guess he gets Formidable though. It's actually kind of challenging. Well, yeah. I think we go Scale Guard. I'm trying to think if I want to bolster my... I think I might want to bolster my Scale Guard, though. Because that way you can't kill it with the Airings. So I think I do bolster my Scale Guard. We get in for 2 less damage, but he can't kill my guy with his Airings unless he makes it block plus uses a combat trick. We are going to be 1 damage short of lethal, but with the Tactician, should be Xaxes with the Palace Familiar. So we're still kind of banking hard here, but not like ridiculously hard. Opponent's just mono green, which is pretty unique. He's got good cards. Surak and Foe-Razor Regent. That's a bit worrisome. Well, I mean, we go for the win here, so we're going to play Tactician. Could have Ruthless Instincts. All right, so my opponent should have left back the Foe-Razor Regent. He reveals a Bowmasters, which is really good against us, actually. So this doesn't look like a match that's going to be in the a walk in the park, really. He does have the big bomby dragon. I still don't know if I want to bring in Pinion Feast solely because of that. But, I mean, surely that card is definitely good against us. Negate. I mean, we didn't even see any non-creature spells out of him, did we? So that doesn't seem right. Faithful seems okay. Problem with Faithful, of course, being bouncing a Regent doesn't seem all that great since he just plays it and gets to fight again. But bouncing his, like... Well, He's got the Surak too. I'm not sure we sideboard anything. I'm kind of unconvinced. I mean, we can counter a big creature. Got a lot of flyers. Bouncing only seems okay in this match. I think we're keeping it the same. Pinion Feast is the only one worth considering. And bring in a forest just for one card, it doesn't seem worth it. This hand's very good. All right, it's got the ramp going. His deck definitely is good with ramp. So I could go Familiar. Spellfist lets me keep his Servant back. Familiar opens me up for a better Silumgar Sorcerer, which I definitely am going to be playing this game. I'm not like terribly far behind on the race, but preventing damage now, I don't know how valuable that is actually. I think we're going Familiar. We're going to take another Servant in the scale damage, but I just like having Silumgar Sorcerer plus card draw at my disposal starting next turn. Okay, so we can keep the Familiar back to block the Artillerist now too. My opponent's only at 4 mana, well, 5 mana now, I guess, because of the Ferocious. So next turn he can play the 6 drops. I think we probably want to leave up Sorcerer here. This makes it slightly more difficult. I may want to play Sorcerer to block Artillerist. I don't know if I've got another turn to leave up Sorcerer. Taking 6 damage here seems pretty abusive. I may just have to play Sorcerer as a blocker. I don't love it, but I also don't love taking 6 damage. And I feel like I'm going to actually have to start making plays here since I can't just afford to leave up Sorcerer. So I think we got to play Sorcerer as a chump blocker here, unfortunately. Guess we'll go Scholar here, or I could do double Spellfist. Double Spellfist makes all my non-creature draws better. But I have to bolster onto my Pal's Familiar. I guess we'll go double Spellfist, actually. That opens us up for more potential damage with good draws over the next few turns. Like Artful Maneuver next turn would be really put us in a good racing position. Alright. Doesn't have Formidable yet, so that's actually a good sign. I think taking care of that Artillerist was a necessary evil. That really does go just speaks volumes about the versatility of Silumgar Sorcerer. So amazing. If he's not going to play a spell to counter, fine, I'll just kill the huge guy that's threatening me. This is definitely a block. He can bolster onto his Lurking Erranks. It doesn't make a difference to me. Okay. I guess we go Scholar here. I'm definitely getting antsy to cast that Elite Scale Guard. He just wanted Formidable. I guess that makes sense. But even so. Alright, he's out of cards. And our Spell Fists actually look pretty good here. So he is going to be able to eat our Elite Scale Guard and swing with the Glade Watcher. I can also play Drowner. And dig for spells for our Spell Fists. He can activate that twice. So he's going to be able to eat a good portion of our army, unfortunately. And I have to bolster on the Palace Familiar. It's actually a challenging spot. I wish I had more damage on board. I think that's the problem. I can actually play Tactician, leave all my guys back. And what that lets me do is not give him Lurking Erranks value. I can just block with everything. He can only kill 2 things. I like that. I think we're going to go for that. I can't really race right now. So we just buy a little bit of time digging, looking for non-creature cards so we can use Spellfist. So yeah, I mean, he can only kill 2 things, like I said. And we can just quad block. I don't mind this. He forgot to use his Whisper to activate his Glade Watcher, which is actually really nice here since we don't have a good block for that. That's not a good blocking order either. Could have a Tread Upon. Okay. So thankfully, even though he actually did get lucky and draw a combat trick, he only gets to kill 1 thing, so it's really not that bad for us at all. He could have done more damage there, I think. I guess he couldn't. He could only kill 1 thing with 4 damage. So, I can play Dromoka Warrior plus Drowner. I kind of don't want to sack my Palace Familiar now, but maybe it is best to do that, get some card advantage going. I mean, it's currently our only evasive guy, but 3 power on the Erranks, it's not even that good. It's just another thing he can kill. Yeah, let's go for the let's go Dramoka Warrior Drowner. See what we can dig up here. I mean, I don't have to sack either, but I kind of want to find something nice here. Okay, Ojutai's Breath is definitely something I value at the moment with double Spell Fist out. So I can leave them both back to block the Lurking Erynx. I can quad block Erynx again, and I think that's still pretty good for us. Save Ojutai's Breath for something nastier. Yeah, I guess on my turn I can Ojutai's Breath Erynx, get in for 6. I kind of like that. That's going to be at least 12 damage. There's a pretty good chance this is a Bowmaster, but our Ojutai's Breath is going to be able to lock that down as well. Okay. Well, I mean, we're going to be blocking with everything. He can get some damage in here, but I think this is still really good for us. Once again, he can only kill one thing, so I don't even think it's a great attack for him, especially now that we know he doesn't have a combat trick. So this is interesting. If this is a Bowmaster's, he can flip it and attack us for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's actually in our best interest to go Cove. Breath plus Outcast. I just feel like with the Elite Scale Guard next turn, we can potentially get in just tons of damage. Plus then we'll get a couple different creatures that have +1/+1 counters on them. Because we'll have the Outcast token, which I kind of want to bolster on anyway. So that way we've got a few flyers. Yeah, I think this is going to work pretty well. And that's the best play he's got. That's a good sign. So we can actually breath the... he should definitely attack here. He's kind of screwed up and didn't activate Glade Watcher. Alright, well, we're just going to keep the Bowmasters locked down again because all of our guys are... that we need to get in with are evasive. I think we're just shy of lethal, though. Because we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from this. But we can tap 2 dudes down. Yeah, actually, maybe make them block with the Whisper of the Wilds. We're still short of lethal, so I guess it's not. He doesn't have to block with Whisper. I don't see why he wouldn't, though. He does have the mana to play Foe Razor Regent at this point. All right, it's not enough, so it looks like we got this game. This match, rather. All right, cool. Deck came together nicely for us. Our opponent had a pretty good deck. I don't know about all of his plays that he made. I think I was skeptical about a couple of his... Well, his first Lurking Earrings attack turned out to be fine, but he basically just traded a Shape the Sands for a Tactician, and then the next turn he attacked again, and he just traded a 4/6 Lurking Earrings for a Drowner. So I think that was his major mistake there. He would have been better off sort of hoping to draw one of his bomb spells. I mean, he wouldn't have drawn the bomb spell, but these Bowmasters may have been able to do more work for him. I don't know. I mean, I had the Elusive Spell Fist, so I think he just felt like he was under more pressure than he was. But attacking with that Earrings, I think, did cost him some definite tempo in this game. Okay, we'll see you in round 2.